Alright, welcome back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today I'm taking a break with more Kingdoms Reborn on brutal difficulty. And our city here at Gobletter Volley. Oh, pause just for a second. So last time we continued to grow, continued to advance our city into later eras. We added banks, we added schools. We're building out our town in multiple directions, continuing an upward trend in addition to bringing in just a lot of gold. Looks like we just unlocked a new era. I'm going to go ahead and grab a sustainability book and take a look at era number 6. So we just researched Deepwater Embark. What that allows for is claiming provinces across the sea. And we are now going to start researching level 6 tech. So I am thinking we don't have any houses at level 6, so there's no point in getting this right now. But we can allow for tax adjustment, and I think that's what we'll do. Irrigation Reservoir, this actually allows for the building of that irrigation reservoir, and it increases the fertility within the radius. So if you wanted to specialize in more farming, you can increase that fertility, which is nice. And then garden allows you to build gardens within your city. And that actually harkens back to another thing. You do have the ability to build, there we go, shrubberies and trees, like so, similar to things that you would actually find in like a city skyline. And while the garden is unlocked in the tech tree, a lot of it is actually unlocked in this your house upgrade unlocks. So just keep an eye on that. Can definitely make your city a little bit more appealing and help with happiness if you do face any problems around that. So I have the sustainability book. I am going to put it in another of our mushroom farms just to save on wood. So we placed down more banks. We continued building out our trading companies. And we're building more houses to allow for greater population. We're about at 140. We do have the birth control card in place, and what this does is actually restricts population growth depending on your housing limit. And I put that in place just because it allows us to control our population much more easily. Now, like I mentioned last time, the housing capacity will change as houses upgrade and downgrade. So while it says 150 right now, you might see some variation just from your houses upgrading and downgrading, because an upgraded house can hold more people than a low-level house. We've now researched tax adjustment, so we can actually go in and adjust the taxes on our housing. And next, I'm actually going to get the irrigation reservoir. I think that might provide a good option for us if we continue to struggle with food. But I've mainly been focusing on putting down more trading companies. I'm having them bring in food if they can. I'm building, what else am I building? I have beekeepers going down in several areas. I think I put those down last time though. I'm going to expand down here and add a couple more cattle ranches along with this one. And so now I'm just pretty much waiting on them to get built. And what my goal is really to dig us out of the food stockpile issue, which we seem to be doing okay with right now. But I do want to make it so we're at 150 people. Well, there we are. So 150 people now call our large city home. Choose your rare card prize. All right, so we have sustainability book, frugality book, and bling bling. I am going to get the sustainability book. I'll put in another one of my mushroom farms. Really, I want to limit the buildings that limit the amount of wood being used. So that's generally where my sustainability cards have been going. We have 6 builders, so we still have a decent amount of people, but we just want to focus on continuing to upgrade those houses so we can grow our city even further. I'm coming up here and building a fruit gatherer, a beekeeper, another fruit gatherer, and another forester up in this area. That'll bring in some much needed food and provide another source of wood for our town. Especially now that we're reaching 100,000 gold, it becomes essentially impossible to use the buy wood cards anymore. Because if we were to spend half the treasury, that's 500,000 gold, or not 500, that's 50,000 gold in wood, and we just don't have the storage slots available, and we'd waste a ton of money on that. So I'd rather just set up more of these foresters and take advantage of the land that we have nearby. All right, and we've entered a new era once again. So I'm going to do sustainability book again, and then we'll take a look at era number 7. So like I mentioned in my last episode, the rate at which you progress into the next era actually accelerates as the game goes on. So initially it takes 4 techs in order to progress to the next era, but as now that we're in, era 6 or 7, it only takes about 2. So for our next tech, we could either get cheap land, which means that claiming land costs 30% less, so that's 30% less gold, influence points, or food. We can get Wine Snob, which gives us a 30% production to wineries. We don't have not much point there. And then we get Trader Discount, which means that trading companies adjacent to a trading port gain an additional minus 5% trading fee. So we're going to go for that one. And then we gain access to the Irrigation Reservoir. Would you like to buy? Yes. So it must be built near a river. Okay. So it can be built pretty far from a river. Can it be built near fresh water? It cannot. Has to be built near a river. Okay. So try that. It's a little interesting. I guess that makes sense though, being built next to a river, but I do feel like I'm not taking full advantage of that radius there. Oh well. Put the sustainability book into our furniture workshop, save on wood wherever we can, and we've gotten our first level 5 house. So we're moving into higher tier now of the house upgrade unlocks. So soon we'll be able to get gold works, which we definitely will set up as soon as we have access to it, and then jewelry and hopefully mint as well. We can mint gold bars into gold. We're going to take a look and see where my housing is. We have 5 level 5 houses, 19 level 4, and then 7 level 2, and then a few in the other levels as well. So we'll just continue to focus on doing that as we can. But our goal continues to climb, so hopefully we don't reach the victory condition ahead of being able to unlock some of those house upgrade unlocks. Looks like we're about to get gold works any second, really. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yes, good. I'm going to pause. Let's take a look here. Nothing I want. Okay. So let's take a look. We want to set up our gold mine, and it looks like it's down here in this desert area. So I'm going to go ahead and use my influence points to claim the provinces. And then gold. I'm assuming our gold deposit would be up here. Yes. Okay. So it's quite far from the rest of our town, but we have access to stone roads now. And stone roads, what it does is actually lets your town people move across it faster. So plus 30%. So we'll go ahead, we'll build a road leading back up to our city. I'm just going to go ahead and claim that province as well. So we can just make a straight line right to our cattle farms that are up here. And I'm also going to go ahead, build a warehouse nearby, and then a couple of houses. They're quite far. I anticipate it's going to be a little while before these get built, but we will have plenty of money if it does. And so I'm going to actually prioritize all of these. And then I'll wait for those to get built and then build the gold smelter. I don't think we need Need it quite yet. So the other thing to keep in mind here is that you can come in, we can adjust our tax rate now. As you adjust it up, so in the high tax rate, you're going to have a minus 20% happiness hit, it looks like. And then as you decrease tax, so if you were to go to low, it only increases your happiness by, I think, about 5. So I'm going to keep it on middle tax. Don't need the cash. We have a ton coming in. So we should be just fine. Looks like a gold mine is still waiting to be built. But hopefully soon we'll be able to get that up and running. We also just unlocked our mint, so we can turn gold bars into gold, and the jeweler. But I did not buy the jeweler card because we do not need it at the moment. Yeah, jewelry. Next we'll get printing press, and then if we go to level 6, we'll start unlocking the fort and then colony. All right, we just researched trade discount. I'm gonna get cheap land, and then we will be in era number 8. But I think with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. We are getting really to the late game of our Let's Play here at Gobletter Bali. I think I'm gonna continue to play into the later eras. I don't think I'm gonna wait until I'm at the 500,000 gold mark, but what I do want to get are some of these other upgrades here, these house upgrade unlocks, specifically the colony. If I can get to where we have a colony, I want to see what it does, then that's probably where we'll call it a Let's Play. So count on maybe a couple more episodes, but that's all stuff to come in the future, and we'll see what happens on the next episode of our Kingdoms Reborn Let's Play on Brutal difficulty. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next episode. All right, guys. Hope you all are doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.